Hello beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, welcome on in. Thank you for lending your beautiful energy to this tribe. It's a pleasure and honor to have you here. So today's pick a card reading is about our spiritual awakening. So we're all going through big shifts, and 2024 is a big year as some big planets are moving, especially we're kicking off the age of the Aquarius, right? So just wanted to do this pick a card. I was just called to do it in this format, and if time permits, I will make another one for each zodiac sign, but just wanted to get this going because there's a big urge for me to do this for you. So we'll look into where your spiritual awakening is happening. What does it look like? What's the advice from your guides and any other messages that come through? As always, take 1, 2, or 3, or all 3 piles. It's up to you. Just go with your intuition, whatever you're called to. So for pile 1, we have this oracle card. It's called Grace. Grace, blessing, come to me to set me free. And it's the number 20. That's for pile 1. For pile 2, we have card number 39. It says safe home. I cast the circle round about. Safety now and beyond doubt. Safety now is beyond doubt. Okay, and then for pile 3, we have card number 6, letting go. Allow the wisdom to remain, but the sting I shall never feel again. All 3 are so powerful. I already have like goosebumps all over. Whew, this is going to be a great reading. Okay, so go ahead and take your pick, and I will see you at your selection. Hi pile 1, this is for those of you who chose the first oracle card, and if you jumped right here, I'm going to read for you again. It is the card number 20, and we're looking into where your spiritual awakening is happening, what's going to happen this year in 2024. It is a timeless reading, so you will find it when you're meant to, so the messages are going to stand, but there is a big shift kicking off in the year 2024, so that's what we're going to try and look into. So you chose Grace, and it's like a little poem here, but it's also, you can use it as spell work if that's something you're into. It says, Grace, blessing, come to me to set me free. So beautiful. I mean, right, if you look at the imagery as well, and I tell all my viewers, always listen to your intuition as well, because when you look at a card, you're probably going to get your own messages as well. So always, what would I say? I'm saying always a lot. Honor that feeling within, okay? So with this, the biggest energy it's getting me or giving me is the 3 of Cups energy, okay? So there's celebration, there's grace, there's people around you. So perhaps, you're coming into a period where you're going to find true friends, true connections, true partnerships, even 3 of Pentacles. So, new colleagues, new peers, if you're taking a new job, it's going to be a whole different ball game this year for you. And, you will see how much you've grown through the past experiences in the same area, okay? You probably are somebody who's had difficult colleagues to work with, difficult bosses, or maybe friends who weren't really friends, right? So a lot of, I would say, challenging energy may have been present, and it was only present to take you to the next level in your grace. And what is grace? It's honestly coming to a point where the disturbances, the challenges, the jabs from other people they just like slip off of us, okay? I'm really feeling that, again, the harsher version of it can be called as like, oh, we develop a thick skin. But no, it's not about the thick skin, because then we're just ignoring and just like trying to look at it very different way energetically. this is really talking about like, no, that we are growing up in a way where genuinely it's just like, you know, our energy cannot stand that, and we will disassociate from those people, those environment, those things. And even if we have to be in those environments, we're going to operate with a lot of grace. Beyonce says, walk in grace, right? I think there's I'm forgetting what song it is, but Beyonce's coming through. Maybe some of you are Beyonce fans. And I think it could be in Who Runs the World, Girls. But in one of her songs, she does talk about like not taking room, or it's the other one where, you know, she's in that yellow dress, which they say looks like the goddess Ocean. So she has that yellow in the water and where she's smashing things because she finds out that her partner is cheating. And then at the end, it's like, well, we don't want to talk about revenge. We actually want to walk in grace. So anyway, so a lot of messages coming through for you. But what's coming out of it, where, you know, that the spiritual awakening has happened, now the journey is going to look very different, because those things are no longer going to affect you anymore, okay? You are going to come into these new partnerships, new friendships, where, and even again, for some of you, if this is a very community-based experience that you're looking forward to, let's say it's, you know, I don't know, a tarot reading community, a yoga community, people are astrologers, or there's a, you know, let's say you're a CrossFit person, and you're gonna find people in that community, and it's just gonna be so genuine and pure. So that's what's coming. It's gonna feel beautiful, natural. There is no facade. There is no false masks in the situation. But that's where you're stepping into, and this year is gonna be that pivotal point where you will feel that shift internally. Okay. All right. So let's get some oracle cards. Pile 1. Okay, and let's see what we have. So Spirit, for pile 1, tell us about their spiritual awakening and their journey kicking off in 2024. We have no rain today. Oh, look at that. I love that energy. I really, really do. Okay, let's get a soul journey card. Pile 1, Spirit, pile 1. We have this one, like, it's funny because this one flipped over and I thought it was too soon, but that's the one coming out. And this gives us affirmations. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Love that. Love that. Let's get yin yang. Rejection, loss, fragmented. Look at that. We're all talking about the same thing, like right from a lot of times in my readings. I'm so honored, truly grateful, Spirit. The cards follow the messages, and this is what we're talking about. That there may have been colleagues, friends, people around you who just weren't genuine, and you may have felt like so much friction and challenges from them. So that's what is shifting this year for you, pile 1. We have marriage, and again, this can be a literal marriage, or it can also talk about partnerships. So it's basically, to me, it's talking about, ooh, it has a number 3, and we have 3 women over here. 3 might be an interesting number for you. And then we have a 10. So completions, yeah, of course, no rain today is a completion. Let's get one card from the Sun Oracle, and then we'll stitch it all together. We have Mars in Leo, egotism. Ooh, look at that. So that's what I meant by, why you were drawn to the Grace card as well. There is a lot of fire in you. There is a lot of passion and desire and the right motivation in you. And where you are walking in Grace is like taking all the positive qualities from that fire, that spirit, that sacral chakra, that solar plexus, confidence, but walking in Grace and not walking in the ego, right? So this is beautiful. How is it going to arrange the cards? Let's see. Okay, so I really like these 3 are really talking about almost feeling like this is the past and now this is the future, right? But again, this one can be the future too. In this very first oracle card that says no rain today, It's like, look at all the feathers and the sunshine coming out. And you have the Leo card, and there's another sun over here. This is, again, tapping into your inner child, tapping into your confidence, being genuine, kicking things off, starting something new, new partnerships, which is showing up over here as well, and no longer feeling the sense of loss and the sense of failure. Again, failure is not here to show that you have failed at something. It's like the inner feeling that we get when we are trying to create a lot of, let's say, standards for ourselves, right? So it almost feels like this journey, excuse me, where you have felt like, oh, I took on the wrong job. Oh my gosh, I've been hanging around with the wrong type of people. Oh, no one around me understands me. And feeling like very fragmented in that group, or even if it's not a group, even in the partnership, there's something that is breaking free. And that's what the spiritual awakening is, right? When we break free, we can no longer be who we are. And that's where the big shift is happening for you. You are attracting a lot more sunshine, okay, not dark gray, fragmented energy. You're actually taking the power within you, and like almost I can feel like you're turning into a powerhouse, okay? Especially with the Mars energy showing up so strongly over here. Mars in the 5th house is boom, it's fire, because Mars is the fire sign. It is the lord of, it rules Aries, which is also fire. And then it rules Scorpio, which is the Mars water feminine sign. But Mars is the energy of power, go ahead, determination, get things done. This is the planet that actually puts plan into action with full gutso and cuts and severs things or people that do not serve us anymore. So Mars is the big cutter, you'll see people like surgeons or hairstylists, I don't know, manicurists. No, that sounds not right. Any people who work with sharp tools, scalpels, scissors, blades, so they tend to have very, very prominent Mars placements. And that's the energy I'm getting, like, you have the tools, you know how to use them, you know how to use them precisely and with grace. And with Leo, again, the 5th house is enterprise, it's partnerships, it's some, let's say, playful investments. Again, don't invest into something very risky. I'm not giving financial advice. But the 5th house, this is where you're getting very creative, you're tapping into the inner child, figuring out what are the right partnerships for you. Perhaps some of you may be getting into a new business adventure with someone. And what I mean by that is, like, again, when we say, are you starting a business, some people think like it's a, oh gosh, it's a very big task. No, maybe like starting one project at a time. For example, you partner with somebody to host one event, and going back to the community example, let's say if you're CrossFit people and you're like, all right, we want to get all our CrossFit pals for like a potluck. Okay, that starts something. You identify the right people and you start hosting, and then you build this network. And then as you build this network, it grows and grows. And before you know it, people are like, hey, would you come and host this XYZ thing? And we'll pay you this much an hour. So things start bringing in abundance as we move towards the energy of the Mars and the Leo creativity. Looking at the sunshine again, you have the sun twice, so there's a lot of brightness. But the big thing is that we're really like walking in grace and not focusing on what didn't work. What we want to focus is on, okay, if it didn't work, what did it teach me? And how can I take that and move forward and invest in the right relationships and the right partnerships, okay? So this is more about people and more about partnerships that I'm feeling for you in 2024, Pile 1. Oh, so lovely. Thank you, Spirit. I love doing these readings. The messages are just amazing for me. Through me. So, okay, let's see what tarot shows us. So, tell us about, look at that. We're talking fire and Mars, and look at the Queen of Wands coming out, and Magician. Again, I take Magician as the Aries card. And again, the ruler is Mars for Aries. Comment below if there are Aries in the group, Aries or Scorpio or Leo. Those are the 3 that I'm seeing so far. What? More Wands energy. Man, there's so much fire here. I love it. Let's get a couple more. Ooh, look at that energy. Okay, so we got, you didn't see it, but this is what fell out, and I'm like, ooh, those are big cards. So Queen of Wands, Magician, Ace of Wands. This is a new partnership, new enterprise I feel like that you're starting. Then we got Three of Wands. There we go. Oh, this is the one I did not call with this card because I got the Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles with this. But now we have the Three of Wands showing up. You know, because you just don't have enough fire in you. Of course, sarcastic. Then we have Temperance and the Tower. I don't know which order they came out for, but I want to put them this way. So look at that. Here is something I'm going to tell you. You are going to surprise yourself by how much growth you're going to project out there. And I really want you to internalize that because that message is coming through very strongly with the Tower and the Temperance. So look at this. 1, 2, 3. 3 major arcanas in 6 cards. So this is a very big year for you, Pal One. And fire, 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 an earthquake. And then Temperance is a major arcana for the sign of Sagittarius, even though it's like, you know, balancing of the water or the, what is it called? The elixir and 2 cups by the angel. But the sign belongs to fire, Sagittarius, okay? And Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. So fire and Jupiter expansion, and Tower is ruled, I see it as, you know, you can say it's Pluto, but I will see it as Pluto in Uranus. So sudden shocks and developments, sudden release, destruction of who you were before, just letting that go, stopping people pleasing, just operating. I mean, again, for you, I keep getting the Mars and the sacral and the solar plexus. So your orange and yellow colors, orange and yellow flowers are gonna really help you boost your energy a lot. But what we're seeing with your shift, you're becoming extremely magnetic. Again, the Queen of Wands is very attractive. She has beautiful aura, very magnetic, and kind of draws people and opportunities in. And with the Magician, you're figuring out, look, it says power, action, skill, right? You're figuring out your power and knowing that you have everything that it takes for something that you want to create. You actually do not need another person. Again, all begins in the mind, okay? The Ace of Wands is also a new beginning. I'm almost picking up like an Ace of Swords energy here as well, and that's why the mind is coming through. But it all begins in the mind. If you choose to switch your perception on what happened in your life so far, and you say, okay, I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to destroy, I'm going to release how I was, and I'm going to really embrace this awakening that I'm getting. This aha, this is the awakening card, my loves. This is the awakening card. And then you have destruction, ending, and new beginnings over here, attracting opportunities. And Three of Wands is like, yeah, look at her holding the binoculars here, because she's waiting for her ships to arrive and she can almost see them on the horizon. So things are set into motion, they're coming in. You have to choose to get out of the past. That is your only thing, because you have to create space for your healing so you can operate in grace, right? And you are operating in grace, but the healing and creating that balance within is what I would say is your action item. The rest, when you're really rested and, you know, rejuvenated and balanced and your energy is very calm, these things are going to come like boom, 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 boom. Inspiration comes when you're idle. So don't try to that's where the balance of the egotism comes in, of Mars and Leo. Sometimes it can be a lot of fire, and we're seeing a lot of fire here. But the action that we can take is like, all right, I'm going to calm down, collect my thoughts, make a list, whatever works for you, whatever mechanism you use. Read a book, you know, watch some inspirational videos, or content, consume some inspirational content, good food, some exercise, anything that kind of revives you. And then just try to observe nature, just be, and then all of a sudden a thought is going to come. Something is going to spark an innovative thought within you. That's what I'm getting. But this is very important, because once you get that idea, you're like, okay, that's it, done. I'm out. I'm picking up that energy from you. So let's see what would be the advice Got some planetary luminary advice for you. Spirit, what's the advice for them? What's the advice for pile 1 to really tap into all this inspiration? I'm just loving it. Okay. It's funny because like 2s are coming out. I was saying like 2, 2, 2. Every time 2 cards wanted to come out for you guys. So let's see. Well, the rest is over here. So, okay. So first up, we have Pisces, which is 12th house. I'll walk you through what we're talking about here. We have 9th house. Ooh, Jupiter showing up. 9th house is Sagittarius. Then we have, what? Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius in the house. Comment below if you're a Sagittarius, or drop me, you know, the emoji for Sagittarius. And then we have Capricorn. Okay. So we're asking Spirit, what is the advice for you to get onto this journey, to awaken and start moving and start manifesting like this magician? And the advice for you here is, first of all, open your mind. With Sagittarius actually appearing 3 times in your readings. We have the 9th house, which is owned by Sagittarius. We have the Sagittarius card here. And then we have the major arcana Temperance. Sagittarius is the house of higher education. It's the house of philosophy. It's the house of learning different philosophies, thought processes. Again, I said that's why the message of watching inspirational messages or reading books or inspirational articles, all that stuff sits in here because this is where the mind expands, okay? And the physical, I would say more 3D day-to-day application is also travel here. So for you, take any opportunities, first of all, and also because we have Pisces, which is the 12th house. This is all about psychology, human psychology, things that happen in our depths, in our, you know, our shadow work that we do, where we heal spiritually, mentally, emotionally. That sits in the house of Pisces. And again, maybe some of you are in the medical profession in some shape or form, because this also refers to unseen things like hospitals, prisons, or meditation centers, yoga centers, where you go away, you know, you're not publicly visible in the sense like not people can see what's going on. It's usually a little bit behind the scene, okay? So the advice here is like, go within, dig deep, expand your thinking, expand your knowledge, take any opportunities where you can learn something new. Again, I would say any sort of higher education, tarot, astrology, occult, although they sit in the 8th house, but there's a lot, astrology sits in the 9th house, okay? So maybe you're interested in doing an astrology course. Do it, you know? That's what this energy is. And then the Capricorn says, work at it, work hard. Capricorn is the workhorse of the zodiac, okay? If there is anything that needs to be done, a Capricorn will do it. And this is not talking about finding a Capricorn. All these energies are within you because we have 12 houses. We have all of this. This is our real estate. And what Spirit is saying, tap into your 9th, tap into your 12th, tap into your 10th. So tap into those sections within you, the ability to learn, the ability to meditate, go within, expand, travel, meet more people, be open to ideas and different people from, you know, across the countries, across the world, different cultures. And then once you find that golden nugget, that inspiration, get to work, get to work. You will bear the fruits of this, okay? Wow, what an amazing year. I love it. Okay, so let's get you some messages from my Archangel Master deck. Again, if you haven't seen this before, I have like 3 decks that I love to combine and use. So let's get you some messages from your Archangels. What does pile 1 need to hear? Archangels above, archangels below, archangels in all 4 corners of the world. What does pile 1 need to hear? So we're going to draw 3. First up, spiritual understanding. And I'm laughing because that's what 12th house is, the Pisces energy. So we'll put this over here and let's get some more. I'll read you the little, actually let's do it before I put it away. So first of all, I'm seeing sacred geometry here. This is the seed of life. If that's something you're interested in, just read up on that, because you have so much reading and philosophy and learning showing up over here. But sacred geometry could be very interesting to you. But this is Archangel Raziel saying, I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. Why, I hadn't even read the card. Yeah, so it is like a lot of symbology or symbolism, as some may say. Either is fine to me. So Archangel Raziel telling you to study more. We have Archangel Shamuel saying, Beloved One, I'm helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. Okay, soulmate energy coming through. Because we do have the marriage card, so maybe some of you are actually getting into a romantic partnership, and it's possible that you travel together with them. And then you have Archangel, of course, Archangel Michael saying, your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. And then there's a little prayer right here. Again, Pisces, listen to your inner being, listen to your intuition. The little prayer over here says, please help me clearly hear, see, feel, and know the divine guidance that I have asked and prayed for. Allow me to keep my ego out of the way so your wisdom can come streaming through me for my own benefit and for those around me. Powerful messages for you, pile one. Okay, so to end your reading, I'm going to get you an affirmation, and this has oh my gosh, our angel numbers. I was completely blanking on it. Angel numbers, message, and affirmation for you. Pile one, Grace. What do they need to know? Wow, look at that. Just came out. 00, master number, very powerful. Your affirmation is, I am observant. I'm telling you guys, 9th house Sagittarius energy and Pisces energy. It's 9 and 12 houses are very activated for you. Work on it. Read whatever books you can. Watch videos, watch YouTube, tarot readings, astrology readings, meditation techniques. Any spiritual leaders you want to follow on how to manifest and meditate, do it, because you're going to soak it all up. I am observant. And the message here is, angels ask you for your attention. Open your eyes. Listen and think about everything that is happening. Trust your intuition and follow their guidance without any delay. Focus inward through meditation and prayer. Amen. Mic drop. Thank you so much, Spirit. This is like really summing up everything that we've talked about in your reading. So congratulations on this awakening, pile one. Get on this path, enjoy it to the fullest, and keep me posted. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching so far. Give me a thumbs up if you like the reading. Comment below and make sure to subscribe to the channel. Think of it as an energy exchange. It keeps me inspired and keeps me going more and more. I'll see you in the next one. Wish you much love and light. Hi, pile two. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for being here. We're going to get started. Let's just cleanse the space from the previous pile and get fresh energies for you. It's a little bit Palo Santo. Okay, so you chose the second oracle card, and if you skip the message in the beginning, I'll just read it to you again. It says, safe home. I cast a circle round about. Safety now is beyond doubt. This does look like, there's one of those ancient door carvings. So of course it's talking about a safe home. It is number 39 that reduces to a 3. So it is about creation. And I won't be surprised if it's are there any Scorpio risings in this pile? Because this is representing the 4th house to me, but also the 3rd house, which this reduces to, which is our community. So local community, and then our home. So where your spiritual awakening may be happening, or may have already happened, but it will reveal itself to you this year very, I would say very quickly, because all planets are direct at this moment. or at least in a couple of days. They all will be, including Uranus. It's showing us that this is where you've done a lot of evaluation of what works for you and what doesn't, in terms of people around you, communities, local neighborhoods, your colleagues, your siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles, what has been working and what is not working for you anymore. Where there's been a lot of like, that's the third house is the day-to-day, the emails, text messages, quick travel, school pickup, drop off, whatever other activities, if you're a parent that you have to take them to. Then you have your work, commuting to work, or working with your siblings, family issues. That all sits in the third house. And where your awakening is taking you is like figuring out what part of that, or which elements of those are actually genuine and matter to you. And taking those lessons is where you're going to create the safe home, which takes me to the fourth house energy, which is like, do you need to move? Or do you find yourself, not just like, I would say, I want to use a softer word than stuck, but do you find it challenging where you are, whether it be a home, it be a family situation, physical, so the physical aspects are it, or do you find it challenging in terms of the moral, the ethical, the foundations of how the family operates? And this could be your family, your parents, your siblings. This could be how you're raising your family, if that's what you're doing. And all of a sudden there is a shift where your value system is changing, okay? And you want to change how you operate, because fourth house is the bottom. Okay, these are the bottom. If you have a natal chart, it's round. Look at me, let me get this. So a natal chart looks like this. Fourth house sits at the bottom. This is our foundation. When we have a third, fourth house secure, we have a strong platform to leap off of. And that affects how we present ourselves in the world, what kind of people we attract, and how we actually embody our life, okay? So that's what you're working on. I think it's a big shift internally for you, creating a safe home, a safe haven mentally, spiritually, and maybe also physically. So some of you, it doesn't mean that you're gonna, when you watch this reading, you're gonna immediately pick up and like start looking for different apartments or homes. But the awakening is there. There is a very clear understanding of where you've been is not where you can be much longer into the future. Okay, but very beautiful energy. Again, the color green is the color of the heart chakra. It's I know someone once commented, because heart chakra is pink or green, and they said, well, you are wrong, this is the color of the heart chakra, it's never pink, it's only green. So anyway, we do get all sorts of people. But green is the color of prosperity. It's when the heart is open, we attract the right opportunities in. So you are really opening up your heart. And I do get this, like, there's some ancient wisdom within you that's waking up, okay? Where it's almost like your chakra, your heart is blooming. Very interesting energy, because with pile 1, there were the lower chakras that were very, very fiery. And you are very earthy, even though that's the root, I know. But it's like the color green, being in nature, but opening your heart and operating from your heart chakra. You, especially for those who have some coming to a realization that whatever your family taught you, it doesn't sit with you well anymore at whatever life stage you're at now. That's where the message comes in. Listen to your heart, because your heart and your mind are in conflict. And that's where the awakening is happening, okay? Oh, beautiful. Pile 2. Let's get some oracles and dig deeper into this. So for pile 2, Spirit, what is their spiritual awakening this year? What are they going to start seeing? We have Touch the Sky, number 32. Ooh, look at that card. That is so beautiful. Wow, I love this. I will talk more about it. Let me get all the cards, but I'm really seeing, because she looks like she's in two worlds. Do you know? It's like when you go through a spiritual awakening, you're like, where am I? Like, what kind of life have I been living? Like, what kind of truth? It's almost like breaking up the matrix. You know, when that happens, that's the energy it's giving me. But let's get all our oracles. We have Wealthy Man. Very nice. I like it. You're coming into your power and attracting abundance. Didn't we talk about that, opening the heart chakra and just attracting the right opportunities and abundance in our life? Let's get a soul journey affirmation and lesson. Actually, soul lessons. I think that's what this deck is called. You can never quote me on the deck names. I have so many I can't keep up with the names. We have honesty, and the affirmation is, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Beautiful. Don't the mandalas kind of look similar? I like that. Okay, 2 more oracles, and then we'll stitch it together. This, I know, is the Yin Yang Oracle because it says it on the deck. Oh, I crack myself up. Sometimes. Seeds, spring, yes. Yes, yes, yes. And then from the Sun Oracle. I just love her hair. How long did it get her to grow that much? I've been growing my hair out for like 2+ years, and finally it's like getting somewhere decent. And then we have the Moon in Cancer. Wow. Wow. Oh my God. I knew it. Cancer, 4th house, and Moon. Moon rules Cancer. So friendship. Oh my goodness. This is a big year for you, for your community, for your home, for your friendship, and also family values. This is I literally was explaining all of this when we were talking about this card. So, is that a crane? I think so. Wow. So this, pile 2, I'm like really like dumbstruck by how much the cards are following the messages today. It's just beyond, which means your energy is so pure because I tap into your energies and your spirit guides. What this is really showing is, again, this honesty. I can't always expect it from others, but I can always expect it from myself. With the Moon in Cancer and friendship, again, Cancer is the 4th house energy. And we did talk about the coming from a 3rd house, assessing, and now trying to figure out what our 4th house means to us. This is what's happening with you. You're planting the seeds of a new beginning. A lot of you may either be moving, you may be changing jobs, you may be growing the family or shrinking the family. Take it as it fits, because the 4th house is changes in the home. And this beautiful energy of safe home, again, it's you're choosing it. First of all, we always know things don't happen to us, they happen for us. And then how do we make progress from there, or what we turn them into? It's all our free will. But I can see you planting some really beautiful seeds here on, if you're thinking about starting a family, like, if you want to raise children. I know it can be, those important things come into question, like if you follow a certain religion and your partner has another religion, or if you're, maybe you're both, what's the word? It starts with an A. People who don't follow certain religion or don't believe in religions. Maybe you're in that category, but now that you're thinking about starting a family, you're like, whoa, what moral system do we follow? Is there a baseline for us? Is there a spiritual baseline or spiritual philosophy that we can bring into our family? Things like that, okay? So there is some structure, some philosophy, some moral principles, foundations that you're thinking through as you're going to grow your life. And again, it does not have to be family. That's just an example. 4th house is like, where do you want to be? What do you want your principles to be? You're going to be very honest, because this is where your awakening is happening. You're going to be like, nope, all my friends, follow this approach. All my family follows another approach, and they want me to follow that. But hey, I can't jive with either of those. I'm somewhere else. I'm going to create my own foundation. So big power movement, but I would really keep saying, do some heart chakra meditations. This is going to really open up your space, your beauty, and really increase your, magnetic power. Because the heart creates magnetic powers, or is the brain, and the brain creates electrical powers, either or. Look up Joe Dispenza on how we create electromagnetic powers and attract things to us, because you are You're attracting a lot of wealth, a lot of abundance. Remember, I told you in the circle, bottom is the 4th, so you can leap to the 10th. So that's your career. So some of you could be thinking of a complete career shift, and that's okay. Now coming to this card, it really talks to me about two worlds, like, you know, a chink in the matrix where you now can see the reality. You've been living in this world which is completely different, and then finally you dig deep and you find a completely different doorway, I would say. Something has unlocked within you, and that's why you're at a point where you want to live life differently. Again, this could be something as simple as diet, okay? The foods you eat, or let's say you used to be a hardcore gym person, and then all of a sudden you're like, I can't do this anymore. I just want to run. And you just start running like long, you know, I don't know, half marathons, that's what you start training for. That's because your body, your mind is shifting and your heart is calling you in a different direction. But definitely, this is also giving me very Piscean vibes here, where something is unlocking in your mind, in your 12th house. There's a complete shift with your heart. There's a complete shift in your mind as well. Okay. So embrace it. Whatever you want to start, do it, and do it from a very, I would say, intuitive place with the moon in its natural house. Your intuition is right on point. Okay, so trust it. Trust it. Wow. All right. Okay, but yeah, I do see abundance and career changes and possibly a relocation if that's something that you want. And, you know, it doesn't happen overnight, but that aha moment, that switch, that flicks like that. And that's all you need to get started. And then you can build your plan. Okay, I want to move in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5-year plan, whatever you want to do. But you know there has to be a shift. Okay. All right, these just like fell out. Let's see what we got. We got the 9 of Wands. We got the Magician. You see like this feeling of like feeling like challenge, or kind of like singled out among a lot of people where you felt like you don't fit in. But there is this, you know, with your inner power, you know you're meant to create a powerful life for you. You know you can create what you have your eyes on. And with the Queen of Wands, again, this is all fire energy. Interesting, because you're talking about the heart. As you're listening to the heart, it is firing up your spirit. Okay, Wands represent spirit. So you have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Mostly Aries. I count this as an Aries card, with the Magician coming up. Again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Energies over here. So a lot of fire brewing within you. Let me get 2 more cards and then... Excuse me. It's almost like things want to come out and then they don't. Okay. Whoa. I say whoa because this is a special major arcana in this deck. Okay. This deck has, I think, 2 extra major arcanas. So you got Knight of Swords, and then you got the Mother Star. It's like the mother of all wishes coming true. Okay. And it also has this keyword right here, if you can see it. Yes. So whatever this calling is, and I love how there's like a big pentacle over her heart chakra. You see the locket comes right over her heart chakra. Even her big cat's third eye is open. And the cat has butterflies. So all signs of awakening. You know what this is, what it is that you want to create. And then the bottom deck, we do have the Page of Wands. So this is, again, good news, communication, but I look at this as a new beginning, because Page of Wands are, you know, listening to their intuition, and High Priestess is hiding right there. And trying to create a new way of life. I did not specifically use this word here because I got the energy of feeling trapped, and literally that's what the 8 of Swords says over here. I mean, we know it's although this is more of a self-inflicted energy because it's the swords, And I don't mean self-inflicted. It means it's more in the mind. It's not that you're doing it to yourself. Like nobody will willingly do that to themselves, right? But it's our mind that plays tricks. So you have felt trapped. You have felt exhausted trying to blend in. Just a second. I need to clear my throat. Okay. Sorry about that. Again, I feel for some reason or another, you've not been able to express yourself. And that's where, the awakening happens, when we can no longer be where we are, be who we were, and there's a sudden shift. And then, there's like that breakthrough moment that happens. And that's what I'm seeing over here. There's going to be this feeling of releasing yourself mentally and physically from places, people, or things that don't resonate with you anymore. And this is going to be a very, very strong urge, although it's going to be like kind and gentle. So your approach is going to be very kind and gentle. It is going to be a very fresh approach, and it's going to look like a new, completely new age thinking to the people around you, and that's okay. But rest assured, you're creating, and it's interesting because the Magician, which is a fire card, also is in a green costume. So for you, the color green is very powerful. Again, spend time in nature, have plants around you, indoor plants, wear green if you can, if you like it, but have green around you because it's really going to activate your heart chakra. But this Magician is creating from the heart. She has all the tools that any magician can have. And as you really emulate this power, you attract a lot of opportunities, because Queen of Wands is magnetic. And I think I would highly encourage, just watch maybe a short video or two on brain and heart coherence. Look up Dr. Joe Dispenza, because the words electromagnetic and heart and brain coherence keep coming up in your reading. So maybe you're already into it. I mean, I got the book, but I'm very bad at like reading books. You give me online content, I'll consume it. With the book, it's a little bit tricky with me. Just how my mind works. So yeah, I feel there is this new beginning, but however you're living your life, it's going to be on your own terms. It's your system, your ethics, your morals, your standards. That's going to be on you, and you're ready for it. You're absolutely, something is like completely opened, a different, it's like a window in your mind has been opened up. Okay, so pile 2. Let's get you some advice from an astrology deck. What does pile 2 need to know? Virgo, see, more green. Health, routines, 6th house, interesting. Okay. Oh wow, I cannot make this up. So we've got 4th house, because we haven't talked about 4th house at all. We've got Eros, which is an asteroid, and it has a heart symbol. Let's get one more. And then we got Venus. So there is love showing up, okay, with the asteroid Eros, which also represents partnerships and love. And then we have Venus, which is the planet of love and abundance. You have the wealthy man, and the man can represent you. It's not about the gender, because the Magician is also a masculine energy. So you have 2 masculine energies coming up and showing up in the area of abundance. So lean into that. If there's an idea that you're passionate about, go ahead and execute it. But the outside of those like action taking things, these 2 over here with the Virgo and the 4th house, it's saying that, as you build this foundation, don't ignore your 6th house, which is health, nutrition, our day-to-day routines, our things like self-care, exercise, diet. What is our daily schedule looking like? Are we leaving enough time for us to rest, or are we just, workaholic? Virgo does represent health. So the advice here is like, make time for your mental, spiritual, emotional healing. Go there. Definitely make it a routine, a daily routine. Don't do it just like, okay, this, after 3 weeks, when those 5 things happen, after that, I'm going to take a weekend off. Sure, you can do that. But more and more, if you can, try to create like a regular routine for yourself. Because remember, we can't give to others if we ourselves are not feeling complete. You can't give from an empty cup. We all know that phrase. So that's what I'm getting from here. So the advice for you is like, make health a priority. Again, a lot of green for you. So maybe if you're thinking about green smoothies, something about vegetables, nature is really coming on strong here. Maybe using incense, salt baths, whatever is your jam. If you want to work out, if you want to go for a run, if you want to go to the gym, do yoga, meditation, but make it a regular practice. And it doesn't have to be daily, okay? It's a bit too much to ask anyone to do it daily. I mean, you have to be very motivated to do that. But let's say you do something, commit to yourself, okay, 3 times a week, this is what I'm gonna do for myself, whatever that is. Even if it's like cooking meals from scratch for yourself. That is gonna be an important part of your journey. Listen to your heart. And then, of course, the 4th house, I'm not gonna repeat because we already talked about it, but if you are thinking of starting a family, expanding a family, buying a home, or evaluating your ancestral roots, if you're called towards certain things, do it. Because this is the year. This is the year to get started on it. And as you do, you're going to attract the right partners. You're going to attract the right abundance into your life. So look out for those signs. But definitely you're planting some seeds. And again, for seeds, pregnancy is also seed planting, right? So if you're really thinking about it, it could really happen this year. If not, if that's not something you want, then take precaution. Okay. So as I was shuffling, this one really flipped over. I'll just read it, but I don't think, but I caught my eye because again, it's green and she's watering all these plants. So maybe get some indoor plants. That might be your thing. That might be your one action item you could take. But anyway, let's get, so this is my master deck that I used to, I combined 3 of the Archangel decks in here. I love it. Very hard to shuffle, but absolutely my favorite. So let's get you 3 messages from your archangels. Archangels above, archangels below, archangels in all 4 corners of the world. What does pile 2 need to hear? So the first one out, we got gentleness. Okay, all these cards are not green, see? And this is Archangel Sandalphon saying, be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. So, well, it's kind of a teal. I would still put it in the green category. So be kind. That is the Virgo energy that we're getting. Be kind to yourself. Make time for yourself. And don't try to rush things and don't be so hard on yourself, okay? With the 8 of Swords, we do see you tend to overanalyze. Oh, that came out too strong. You may be somebody who tends to overanalyze things and stay in situations longer than you need to because of the goodness of your heart. But you're being called to be gentle with yourself and listen to your heart first. We have peace, Archangel Shamuel saying peace comes from remembering that only love is real. There's some love energy peeking in. Go watch my love pick a card or the singles for all signs, or I just put it out yesterday or whenever you watch this a few days ago, your future spouse, if that's something you're thinking about. Forgive yourself from Archangel Michael. You've done nothing wrong. And there's a little prayer here that goes with this. And it says, I ask that you help me let go of self-blame and forgive myself. Please guide me in releasing any toxic anger or fear toward others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for allowing me to feel centered and at peace. So this is your year of peace. And I think that's where, the big awakenings, as I said, when you're just done being a certain way, done being in a certain situation, being people pleasing and just keeping the peace for everyone, there is a breakthrough point where we're just like, okay, no more. We want our own peace. And that message is coming through. So you have to find your peace and you have to be gentle with yourself. That's how you heal, and that's how you get onto your new path, right? All right, pile one, let's get you an angel number and your affirmation. Pile three, Spirit, what is their angel number? Okay. Haha, that's the one that flipped over. 111. Your affirmation is I am creative. How beautiful. And the message here is angels are ready to fully support you in this endeavor so that you can co-create with the universe a life you love. Bam. That is so beautiful. And of course, it's 111 and 1111. Those are the first angel numbers you start seeing when you go through your awakening, and it's just like crazy. You'll see them everywhere, like on clocks, especially like 1111, everywhere. 111 on receipts, car numbers, like random numbers. I don't know like how many times I've just seen it randomly. Like how did that even have a number there? So enjoy the journey. Know that you're very, very creative, and know that your angels are really supporting you. So wish you the very best, pile two. If you made it so far, do remember to subscribe. Drop me a comment and click the like button. Share with a friend or two if you feel like it and if you think it'll bring them some peace. But thank you for being here, and do subscribe so it can help me keep going and keep growing this channel. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, pile three. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for being here and lending your beautiful energy to this tribe. So today we are looking at your spiritual awakening. Okay, we're recording this in 2024, but again, it's timeless. What we're trying to tap into is, if you are here, you already know this, okay? We're just going to look at how is it going to unfold. And if you missed the intro, I'm going to read the message here. You chose the third oracle card, number 6, letting go. And it says, allow the wisdom to remain, but the sting I shall never feel again. Okay, so clearly a major spiritual awakening has already happened. Now, this is giving me the energy of the 6 of Swords, where we leave the past behind and we move forward. And the hard part about spiritual awakenings is it's not easy for the most part. Okay, there are a lucky few, I would say, like a few who never have to really go through a difficult experience to wake up. And that's, again, there's a lot of factors that go into it. It's their past life, I would say, impact, their ancestral line, whatever that may be, or the path that their soul chose in this lifetime. But this group here, of course, and I'm in your boat as well, our awakenings have not been easy, okay? But this particular energy, and the reason we're doing this reading is to see, so what next? What is going to unfold? What are we being called to do? And these actually, you can, I'll bring them up closer. You can use them as spell work if you know how to do that. I don't. But this is an actual spell that you could use in your practice. And it says, allow the wisdom to remain, but the sting I shall never feel again. And it's talking about what I often say on my channel, and this comes in a lot of my readings, is can we look at the past and take it as a lesson? Can we disassociate the person, the situation, and stop feeling hurt and try to analyze it? Okay, why did that happen? What did that teach me? How can I move forward? What can I take forward with me? And that's all there is on the earthly plane, in the earth school, which is, by the way, the hardest school that humans go through, or any soul can go through. But our path, our purpose, is to continuously ascend. Right? It's like if you think of Earth as a school, you have to go through different grade levels, and that's what keeps happening. And with time, the grades start feeling easier and easier, and the tests feel easier. It's because we retain what is important, and we often forget the rest, right? So this is actively choosing to release what no longer serves any purpose. If it's a bad memory, if it's a bad experience, it happened. You can't touch it anymore because it's not here. It happened in the past. So in this journey from here on out, what Spirit is really like, it's coming very strongly. Your spirit guides really want you to say, okay, what did it give you? If this is a breakup, if this was a layoff, if this was a loss of a contract, if this was loss of home, whatever it was, that energy has left or is leaving, whichever stage you're at. What golden nugget are you taking with you? That is your growth. That is your fruit. And you may not see it right now, but you know, the saying, which, you know, we often don't like, but it's a common saying, is like, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. There is a lot of depth to that, because you would not be in this grade level had you not had to go through those examinations, right? This is, as I know it sounds super simple, but that's my job, to make it so simplistic that you can see it for what it is, and then you can move forward from that. And sorry if you like, my voice is a little muffled. It's like I have a Ricola candy in my mouth because I'm recording a lot lately and I'm losing my voice. So bear with me while we go through it. But letting go, there's a big progress for you. You're really moving on to a new path, pile 3. So let's get some oracles and see what this is going to look like for you. All right, this one just popped right out. We have message. Now this is interesting. We have a progression as well from 6 to number 7. Okay, I'm going to get them all out and then we'll put them together. Mercury is showing up. Messages are, you know, Mercury is direct now. We have a long way home. Oh, I haven't seen that card in a while. That is gorgeous. It's like there's a hot air balloon lifting the Taj Mahal. And then there's a home underneath it too. Is that a pyramid? Like, dude, what's going on here? And then there's an anchor. Okay, we're going to analyze this in a bit. But it looks like lifting off, letting go, as your card says, letting go of something old and really going after your dream life. Very interesting. You're either communicating, telling people, or you're receiving messages from people, but you're attracting something. Oh, look at that. Attraction Mars. You're attracting something really powerful into your life. And I don't think that was the order. I'm going to put this here. So I want the Soul Lessons card over here. See, type A much. Hey, we'll control what we can and we'll let go. We will let go of what we can't. So I could control how the cards look. So I did surrender. And as I said, control. Oh my God. Oh, Spirit, thank you. I love how the cards follow the message. Look at the message here. Your affirmation is, I can release my need to control. This is probably a message for me as well. Release the need to control, to letting go. This is a powerful purge for you, pile 3. I will tell you that. There is, I want to talk about this one because there's a lot of like lightening of the load that I'm getting from your energy. Well, let's get our final oracle. And you are attracting things. Whew. Moving on. And then we have Saturn in, what is this? Virgo, 6th house, isolation. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to start here. And with the message here as well. You may feel with the Saturn showing up over here that there's like, you just want to disconnect from a lot of people. Okay. In the house of Virgo, it's a house of daily routines, health. It's also the house of service. Perhaps you've been doing, 6 and 6. Yeah, 6th house. Okay, so something in your, daily routine, your health, your fitness, your nutrition, self-care. There is a big change that you need to make over there, okay? And it's going to feel a little different. And some very mundane examples of this could be, because it talks about Saturn and isolation. Saturn kind of like isolates us and slows things down. This could be, for example, you want to try some different foods, but you're the only one who wants that in your family. You know, this is this is so close. This is so close to me. When I want to start like a new way of eating, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna eat my fruits and my vegetables, and I'm gonna have salad at this time, and you know, whatever. I'm gonna have eggs. Whatever I like to do, I like to like listen to what I want to eat, and you know, when I'm going to have my chocolate, I'm going to start with chocolate, whatever that is. I build a plan, and the reality hits with the sixth house, because I do have kids, and I'm cooking for them. And when I'm cooking for them, I'm like, each one eats different. I'm cooking different things for them, and then by the time it comes to me, I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I do not have the energy to cook something else for me. I'm just going to add whatever I made for them. So that's the part of like Saturn is going to test you. It's going to be like, okay, how serious are you about your health, your vitality? What thoughts, things, objects, circumstances, peoples do you need to let go in order to create a healthy, thriving, mental, spiritual, emotional, physical, peaceful life for yourself? That's what's happening over here. Okay, so there's a lot of letting go. Be it as simple as a food group, or like an allergen, or like, let's say, chocolate or sweets or sugar or any other materials or food groups that kind of like make us sort of addictive. Again, I don't want to use that term lightly, but you know, it's like, okay, I have a sugar issue. So how structured can we be? That's going to be a question that's going to come up, and it's going to be part of the lessons. And again, it's not just about a substance or like sweets or sugars. It is about the people too. So don't forget that. What people in your day-to-day dictate or appear to be controlling your daily schedule. So that's where you have to take your power back and see what you can do with your power. How can you create your day? How can you create your lifestyle the way you want? But keeping in mind, with this card right here, smack in the middle, that's still surrendering to the divine and focusing on things that you can control and letting go of the things that you can't. Going back to a simple example of foods and nutrition, maybe you love, you know, a good taco or a good burrito. Well, let's say from Chipotle, not sponsored by them, but my kids love it. I love it too, but hey, my belly can't stand it. So it's like also honoring the body and saying, all right, it's good. I just don't want to overdo it. It doesn't sit well with me. My body does not like it. So letting go of those things and not being stubborn about that is a way of respecting ourselves, and also a way of being like, okay, let's not get caught in the marketing and the yes, it's a good flavor, yes, it's everything, it's healthy, but well, my body is telling me otherwise. It does not feel fresh to me. It does not feel good in the body. So things like that. And again, take the same example. You can apply it to people, to things, to places, to practices, to philosophies, anything. So that's where a little bit of surrender is needed. Now, I think it's almost like this energy of the Mercury with the messages, almost like for some of you, perhaps you've been waiting, and this is again coming from your guides, you've been waiting for a green light. Like you've been waiting for someone to tell you, yes, it's okay, you can go and change this. And they want you to know that you don't need to wait for any message. You already know in your intuition what you need to do, because you have all this fire, this major Mars energy. Like you are burning with desire, with motivation, with charging ahead energy. Honor that, listen to that, create a structure around it, and just create whatever you can within your confines and what is in your control, and let the rest go. You do permission is the word. You do not need to wait for anyone's permission. You need to, in fact, just tell people, those that matter to you, on what you're intending to do and what your plans are. Not sure if any of you are interested in human design, but if you're like a manifester or a manifesting generator, which is a hybrid, the strategy usually is just to inform people of what you're doing, because usually if Mercury and messages are showing up, You have a very curious mind, very intelligent, very intellectual, but you may find that sometimes your idea is a little bit ahead or very different from the people around you, and sometimes you just feel like isolated, that people don't get you. The reason for that is you're coded to jump, skip, hop on different things, and your mind can catch up. Your mind is very diverse, but the people around you are not. So all you gotta do is you gotta pause, and you gotta tell those around you and what you're up to. Give them time to mentally catch up, and you don't have to wait for them, but you have to inform them, and you don't have to convince them, and then you move on and do your thing. So I think that's like related to some of you over here. Take it as it fits, but that wanted to come through for this pile. So to this card, which is like really mind-boggling to me, what is it on the reverse over here? Because I thought these were like sides of a pyramid, like Chichen Itza or something that kind of makes a pyramid, but it's literally a house under the Taj Mahal, and it's upside down, right? So it's a mirror dimension. Ooh, mirror dimension. But to me, the biggest thing is like, the anchor is actually lifted. This giant hot air balloon is freaking picking up the Taj Mahal and like taking it over to you. So this is your energy, okay, with the Mars and this way a long way home. And with the isolation, yes, you may have felt you don't know where home is. And by home, I mean where your tribe is. Okay, so Spirit is just saying surrender. This is part of your journey. Let go of the past. Let go of the anchors. What's holding you back? Who is holding you back? What situations? What places? What people? What things? What attachments you have, emotional or physical, that you can let go so you can actually lift off and rise. This is like I feel like a very, you're going to feel so light. I feel like rising. I'm literally like, for your pile, I put all my chairs and my stool behind, and I wanted to stand up and do your reading. So I'm actually doing standing up because I feel this urge to just rise up from where you've been, rise up from this chair, let go, find that inner fire and just rise. Ooh, very powerful. Pile 3. Excuse the Ricola in the mouth. Okay, let's see what Tarot has to say. This is gorgeous. Okay, that came out like fire. Well, let me get 2 more. Two more, Spirit. No. Cards want to come, but then they change their mind. Be patient. The Temperance card showing up here. Okay, I think that's it. It should be good. And then we look at the bottom deck energy. Yeah, see, this is where you felt frustrated, kind of blocked, and maybe it's again with the sword energy, right? We know it's more about the weight that we give to the situation than the power it actually has. So we can make it or break it easily. So it's about not being in an energy of analysis paralysis. We have the Knight of Cups, the Quest. Ooh, you know what? Now I'm like thinking, is this a message of love coming through? Because this is a Knight of Cups, and then there's a message right here. So maybe the opportunity or the message of love that you've been waiting on is going to come once you start on this path. We have the 3 of Pentacles, enterprise, success, talent, teaching. You have the 5 of Pentacles. There's your feeling alone and not feeling like you blend in. Page of Swords, absolute new beginnings, new ideas. And then you have the Temperance card. Let's get one more since we have space. Already got 2. Okay. So we got the 2 of Cups and we got the 2 of Swords. Ooh, duality. What's your heart telling you versus what your mind is telling you? So where you are, pile 3, you're being pulled in one direction, but your brain can't comprehend it. You see the blindfolds? Your brain can't see it. So it's hard to decide whether to pursue this opportunity or not. I would say let it sit. Let it sit if it's a hard decision for you to make, but also know we did see the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So there is a, and with the Six of Swords too, there is, let's say, it may be your nature to not quit too soon. Okay, it may be your nature to analyze things a little bit more than necessary, and it's totally fine, right? We're all different. We're all unique. We're not from a machine. We're not from a factory. We're meant to be different. But if you find yourself at that crossroad, it's again like make the decision from a peaceful place. Let go of what you can control and just look at the elements that you can. Again, I'm like talking about very practical steps. What is in your control and what is not? And given what's in your control, can you make a decision? And if the decision doesn't make you happy, it's not the right one, right? So that's coming through. But yeah, this is also like, there's a lot of duality here with the Temperance too. It's the mixing of the two cups, right? This is a Sagittarius major arcana over here. So what your awakening is taking you on is this path where you're being called to be okay with the lessons that you've gone through. Because this card, Five of Pentacles, is about hardships. It's about feeling, a sense of struggle, feeling isolated, and not having a support system. It feels alone. Usually it is a card of like feeling I don't have anyone on my side. Now, what do we learn from not having anyone on our side? Independence. We find the fire within. We find the motivation within, and we start charging forward. It's like, fine, if no one's coming, hey, I gotta get myself out of here. And so if that urge, if that situation, that isolation wasn't created, you probably would not find that inner power, that inner fire, right? This is a reason to, there's a spiritual reason to why things happen. But it is like, all right, it was what it was. Now I'm going to move on. And look at how the Knight of Cups is moving away from this card, right? And going towards building something new, creating our success, creating an enterprise, starting something new. Three of Pentacles is building with someone. So maybe you're building a family, maybe you're building a home, maybe you're starting a new project, maybe you're starting a new job. This is new colleagues coming in. Whatever it is, it's going to feel a little new to you with the Page of Swords, and that is okay. That's what the awakening is about. It's about no longer being who we were because we were asleep in that state. We've snapped out of it, and now we're like, oh my goodness, I don't know which way is up or which way is down. What is the right way? And that is absolutely normal. Trust that you will find your way because you have a lot of powerful, heavy-hitting planets on your side. Okay? There's a lot of healing. There's a lot of graduating, a lot of growing up, a lot of harmony and peace and balance that's coming in your life. And it's not coming because you're calling it in. You're creating it for yourself. I can't wait to see what you create, pile 3. This is gorgeous. There are sprinklings of love in your reading because we do have the Two of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and then of course with the message. When I look from afar, this kind of looks like a heart to me. I know it's a wax seal that's been opened, but it does give me that feeling. And then with the number 7, it is the 7th house. It's the house of partnerships and love and clients and other people. It's us versus the others. So there are new people coming into your life. So, but it's important to let go of the past so you can be free, so you can have fresh energies and move forward and invite these lovely people into your life as well. So let's use the my Master Archangel deck. This is a combination of 3 decks in one, and let's see what your archangels want to tell you. So first up, right away. All archangels in all 4 corners of the world, archangels above, archangels below. What does pile 3 need to hear? What does pile 3 need to hear? Okay, let's see. First up, we have angel therapy. This is from Archangel Raphael saying, give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. Oh my goodness. There's so much support for you, pile 3. You just have to believe it. Okay. And you may want to look into Archangel Raphael. and see what the angel is all about. Then you have victory. Yeah. Okay, Archangel Sandalphon saying, your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. Wow, I don't know where that like button just popped up from. That was new for me. I don't know. I'm going to check the video if that happened. There was like a big bubble of like that popped up on here on the screen. What is this? How did that happen? There's like a lot of magic in your pile. And then we have the third Archangel Michael card. It says, this is your life's purpose. Ooh, life purpose coming through. There's a little prayer that says, Archangel Michael, you know the details of my divine life purpose, and I ask you to help me be aligned with my goals. Please clearly guide my actions so that I'm taking the best steps to fully manifest my wonderful and meaningful career. Wow. So there's some life purpose and there's a career shift that's showing up for you. This year, pile 3, go towards whatever inspires you and see where it takes you. See where it takes you. Oh, I actually drew your card sooner. Oh, I apologize. We actually have advice from you from Astrology deck. Interesting. So things may not happen sequentially. That's what I'm getting. That is what I'm getting. There were 2 synchronicities in your reading. And you remember me moving the card and saying, no, this is not where I wanted. I wanted the sequence to be different. And then I got the need to control, surrender the need to control, right? I can release. So it's, again, don't try to do things in a linear fashion. Manifestation may happen in any way. And then this happened again. It's very interesting. I'm feeling like a little lightheaded in my crown with you. So you're clearing a lot. You're clearing a lot, pile 3. So let's see what's the advice for you from the Astrology deck. Yeah, look at that, Chiron. What is the advice for pile 3? Things are not going to happen in order, so you got to just go with the flow. And we have Mars showing up again and the 9th house. Okay, lovely. So first up, we have the first quarter moon. Again, this is the beginning. Whatever this journey is, you already know it has begun, okay? And a first quarter moon is when the moon starts like growing, okay? It's just come out of the new moon, so it was black. Well, it's not immediately after because there's a crescent. So this is like the second stage. So you already know what path you're starting on. And so this is just asking you to keep going because this is where we're going to keep growing. We do have Chiron showing up for you. Chiron represents, well, he was an asteroid and he was known as the wounded healer, okay? The ultimate healer who can heal everybody but cannot heal themselves because, you know, he was by mistake hit by, I think it was Hercules' poison arrow. He was a centaur and, you know, there's a whole story on it that you can look up. But the whole archetype of Chiron, the message for it is, what area of our life do we find ourselves repeating cycles, repeating our lessons? Because that's something that is so deep rooted in our psyche, and maybe we're conditioned, maybe we're programmed from childhood, maybe there's ancestral habits or practices that we've never challenged, but there comes to a point where we break through it. But this is a long cycle, okay? It pretty much takes a lot of our lifetime to fully heal from something, because finally I think he was like blessed by, was it Zeus? I don't know who he was blessed by. He was finally able to heal because he wanted to just give up everything, and that's when he got his moksha, so to speak. But Chiron does represent healing. It does represent, you know, like a wound that keeps becoming raw and then it heals and then it becomes raw and then it heals. That's so an area in your life where that makes sense. That's what's healing, okay? You're taking it to the next level. So, and then with the 9th house and then Mars again showing up, maybe we have Aries or Scorpio in this group, because Mars has come up twice. Mars rules the Aries fire sign and the water sign of Scorpio. And currently when I'm recording this, Mars is in the sign of Capricorn. So it's a very powerful place. It's very exalted, meaning whatever you put your mind to, you're able to achieve it. And the 9th house is, again, it's interesting because this is about opening our mind, having an open mind, bigger philosophies, being open to learning different cultures, different spirituality belief systems, different things about different countries, religions, whatever that is. Astrology sits here. Higher knowledge, pursuit of higher knowledge. So to me, it's about have a very open mind, and that's why the non-linear path was coming through, and that's why the terms manifesting generator. So do Google, search it up online. What is a manifesting generator? Human type or human design type. I bet you're going to find a lot about it that resonates with you, because that energy is coming through about non-linear path. You may have many different interests, and you may go full steam ahead, and then you may go back to something else, and then you may change paths. That is totally normal, and because you're designed that way. But this, with Mars showing up twice, it's like time to take action and do what you can to heal. But continue on this path, because this is going to lead to a lot of growth, okay? Well, we're supposed to do the archangels after. We've already done that. There is victory for you. And I'm going to go check my video if at the victory there was a thumbs up icon appearing in my software. I'm like, where did that come from? I don't know. It's a mystery. But if it doesn't appear for you, well, I guess your spirit guides were here showing me something. So take that. You have the thumbs up. Ooh. Oh, sorry. Because remember you were saying you don't need confirmation? And it just clicked in my mind. I was like, well, we give you a thumbs up. You will have victory. Wow. Powerful. Whew, pile 3. Okay. A lot of oohs and ahs in your reading. I'm going to get you an angel number and your affirmation to get you on your path and feel empowered and keep going. For pile 3 spirit, what is their angel number and their affirmation? I feel like they're giving you a thumbs up. Go do what you want. Build your life the way you want it. There we go. See, I count 0, 0. I am observant. This is a master number. This is master creation, recreation, rebirth, or birth, creation. And your affirmation is I am observant. The message here is angels ask for your attention. Open your eyes, listen, and think about everything that is happening. Trust your intuition and follow their guidance without any delay. Focus inward through meditation and prayer. Woo-hoo. All right. That's what I have for you, pile 3. If you made it so far, do give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Drop me a comment, share with a friend or two. Let me know how these resonate. And again, do subscribe. It helps me grow the channel and helps me bring more of these readings out and keeps me pumped up. And thank you for being here. So with that, wish you much love and light, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.